Junker on the far side, drives into the corner, turns, can't get a shot away. Gives it back to Jim High. Clinton+St. Mary's still out in front in the offensive zone. George McAndrews in possession of the ball, hands it off to Jimmy Hyde in the corner, and the ball is batted out of bounds by Dick Parsons of Ottumwa. The Irish still lead, still have the ball in the offensive zone. Traveling violation against Tom McAndrews. Bittner brings it into the Ottumwa offensive zone. The Bulldogs have a long way to go here in the second quarter. Watch that 3-2 defense keep them out. Ball is stolen by Tom McAndrews across the midline. He loses the ball, then retains control. Nice hand motion and wrist action by Tom McAndrews. Driving jump shot is good by Jim Hyde. Those two guards have really started to hit. The Masters in the offensive zone for Ottumwa. In control now is Dick Bittner. The Masters and Bittner play catch with the ball around the perimeter. 3-2 defense doing a great job. The Masters, Bittner, and Dick Parsons in the corner form a threesome that finally loses a ball as LeMasters kicks it, and so does Dave Junker of the Clinton+St. Mary's team, and consequently Ottumwa still has the ball in their offensive zone. Long set shot by LeMasters is no good. Out of the rebound, Tom McAndrews loses the ball. Dick Parsons picks it up for Ottumwa. Lob pass intended for Don Parsons, intercepted by George McAndrews. The Junker drive, shoots, good. Beautiful shot by Junker. Ottumwa still has to counterattack. Class AA club way behind in the second quarter. The Masters in the offensive zone. Whistle sounds, a foul has been called. Dick Parsons' first free throws missed. His second one is also no good. Don Parsons down to the rebound, and he gets a couple free throws. His first one is no good, and his second one is no good. They've missed 4 in a row. Jim Hyde down with the rebound for the Irish of Clinton+St. Mary's to Dave Junker. Junker and Hyde play catch with the ball. Junker, long shot, good again. Long 30-foot right-handed set shot by Junker scores for Lou Galatich's Irish. Defensive zone, Dave Young, 23-14 in favor of the Irish. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to play in the first half. The 1953 state championship basketball game. Bittner getting the free throw, that's good. The Irish were underdogs in every game they played in the tournament. Shot from the corner by Dick Lingle, no good. Parallel to the front of the rim. Bittner, Don Parsons, and LeMasters bring it down. LeMasters across the timeline on the near side in the offensive zone for Ottumwa. Nobody in the post for the Bulldogs right now as the Parsons boys have pulled out. Against that 3-2 defense, it's really jammed the free throw circle in the lane. Ball is almost intercepted and finally is intercepted, but a traveling violation called against Junker. Those little guys won't be denied in that front line. They've been hacking for that ball all night. The Masters, Dave Young, and Dick Parsons play catch with the ball. A long shot by Dick Parsons, no good. He follows, shoots, it's no good. Ball is batted around, followed by LeMasters, no good. Followed by Don Parsons, no good. Follow up by Young is no good. George McAndrews down to the rebound. Dick Lingle across the timeline, drives in the circle, in the lane, shoots, it's good. Beautiful play, fine feed by George McAndrews. 10-point lead to the Irish of Clinton+St. Mary's at halftime. Some of the University of Iowa's best trampoline experts perform at halftime before this vast crowd, who have enjoyed the game immensely and enjoy the trampoline exhibition. As the two teams come back on the court, with everybody asking themselves, are the Ottumwa Bulldogs going to be able to come back? Nobody would have thought a month ago that Clinton+St. Mary's would be playing in the championship game. And then to have somebody tell you that they would be 10 points out in front at halftime, it seems almost unbelievable. But it is not unbelievable to the St. Mary's Rooters, their cheerleaders, their coach, and all of their wonderful followers. Dick Parsons, George McAndrews, center jump. Start the second half controlled by Gene LeMasters. Dick Bittner, number 22. See how that 3-2 defense dogs those boys around the perimeter. Jump shot is no good by Don Parsons. Down to the rebound, Bittner follows, shoots. He does not score. The ball is batted out of bounds. Touch last by St. Mary's. LeMasters to Don Parsons, puts it up and in. Nice shot by the veteran center of the Ottumwa Bulldogs from the left of the lane. Junker in the offensive zone to his fellow guard Jim Hyde on the far side. To Tom McAndrews, drive, shoots, good. Nice driving right-handed jump shot, and another good feed by those guards. Bettner in the offensive zone. Ottumwa still trailing. He's called for traveling. 10-point lead of the Irish. Tom McAndrews in the offensive zone. They slow the game down now a bit in the third quarter, making Ottumwa come out to force the issue. And they do, and foul. Dave Young commits a foul. Shooting, Jim Hyde. First one is no good. Second one is up. It is good. Ottumwa way behind. Across the timeline, the offensive zone comes Bittner as they try to get back. Long set shot by Don Parsons is no good. George McAndrews, the rebounding demon of the Irish, across the timeline. This fellow has done yeoman's work rebounding all season long and played one of his finest defensive rebounding games in the game of the year, the championship game. Junker hands the ball off to Hyde, back to Junker. A driving jump shot by Lingle. He's fouled. His first free throw is good. Watch his free throwing motion as he flicks that ball off his fingertips, has fine fingertip control, and makes 2 free throws. Gustafson, number 20, in at a guard for Ottumwa. He's on the near side being harassed a great deal by those forward men in the front line for the Irish of St. Mary's. Loose ball is picked up. Failing to score is Gustafson. LeMasters comes down with a rebound. Bounce pass, gets a pass to return, puts it up, and fails to score from the corner. Ball is batted around. There's George McAndrews picking it up again. Watch that fellow's defensive motion off the board. He can get into position to get those rebounds. Jim Hyde on the near side, jumps, shoots, no good, down to the rebound. Good center of the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Don Parsons. Gustafson, the offensive zone to Eckroat, number 25 on the far side. Gustafson screens. LeMasters decides not to shoot. Feeds Eckroat, who tries to score. Does not do so. Followed by Dick Parsons is no good. Down to the rebound, George McAndrews. And McAndrews gets a free throw. There's a view of the Ottumwa cheerleaders as they exhort their ball club to get up off the floor here and come back in this championship game. Tense struggle between the underdog, the Irish, and the favorites, Ottumwa. Free throw is made. Across the timeline, the offensive's on the near side. Dave Junker, Jim Hyde for Clinton+St. Mary's. Junker in the corner, jump, shoots. It is no good. Ball off the right side. Eckroat down with the rebound. Feeds LeMasters for Ottumwa. Eckroat, number 25. Gustafson has the ball now on the near side for Ottumwa. To Eckroat, his jump shot is blocked effectively on a nice defensive maneuver by Tom McAndrews. Long set shot, no good. Followed by Dick Parsons is no good. Ottumwa retains control of the ball as it goes out of bounds. Touch last by George McAndrews. LeMasters does not score from the corner. Ball is again batted around, picked up by Don Parsons. Puts it up and in. St. Mary's still way out in front. They have a 9-point lead. George McAndrews drives in, shoots. It is no good. Don Parsons down to the rebound. Ottumwa still has an opportunity to get back in the ball game in quarter number 3. Eckroat trying to get the ball away to Don Parsons is tied up by George McAndrews. There are 2 fine individuals of state tournament play. Tap by Don Parsons, taken by Gustafson over in the far corner. Ball, a return pass is fumbled, picked up by Jim Hyde to Dick Lingle. Drive, shoots. It is no good. Spins out. Don Parsons down to the rebound for the Bulldogs of Ottumwa. Gustafson across the timeline, the near side, a foot beyond the free throw circle. Ball is stolen away. Here comes Jim Hyde into the circle, in the lane. Shoots, good. Right-handed hook shot. On a drive-in by Hyde, his free throw is no good. Down to the rebound on the near side. Gene LeMasters for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Ball is batted around over on the far side by Dave Junker. Junker gets the first free throw off the 1-and-1. It's no good. His second one is up and in. Bulldogs in the offensive zone once again. They're being pressed around that perimeter by that 3-2 defense. LeMasters in the corner to Dick Parsons. Tries a hook shot from there. It's no good.